Fans were hoping that General Motors' massive $888 million investment would already bring us an all-new GMC Sierra 1500 with a brand new V8 under the hood in 2026. That's not happening. GM wants to take its time and get this one right, especially after spending years making up ground from earlier missteps. The good news? They're not dragging this out forever. The 2027 Sierra 1500 is coming out to turn things for the company. So, if you've been looking at the 2026 model, hold on. Here are 5 big reasons why it might be smarter to wait for the 2027 Sierra instead. Join us as we explore the world of wheels. Subscribe now and buckle up for the adventure. Number 5. No more DFM. Dynamic fuel management was supposed to be one of those smart technologies that gave GM a leg up. The idea sounded promising. Shut down cylinders when full power isn't needed, sip fuel instead of guzzling it, and deliver a V8 that runs like a 4-cylinder when you're cruising down the highway. On paper, it made sense. However, in reality, it turned into one of the biggest nightmares for Sierra owners. Instead of delivering consistent gas mileage improvements, owners were left with unreliable performance and mechanical gremlins that sent their trucks back to the dealer far too often. The infamous lifter problems, random misfires, rough idling, these weren't just minor annoyances. They were deal breakers for people who depend on their truck for daily work or long hauls. Funny, but painful truth, Sierra did save fuel by being parked at the repair shop. And for 2027, both the GMC Sierra 1500 and Chevrolet Silverado are dropping DFM. It's finally gone. General Motors knows that if they ever try to sneak it back in, the backlash will be brutal. Truck owners have long memories, and nothing ruins loyalty faster than failed promises. Number 4. New V8 engine. The death of DFM is only half the story. What's coming next is even more exciting. A completely new generation of V8 engines, built to deliver the power, durability, and efficiency the company has been promising for years. That $888 million investment isn't just for show. It's being poured into engine plants that will assemble the next chapter of powertrains. GM could have rushed things and slapped the new units into the 2026 Sierra, but the risk of cutting corners would have been massive. A brand new powertrain isn't something you roll out half-baked, especially not in the half-ton pickup segment where Ram and Ford are constantly evolving. Instead, the truck maker is slowing things down, running extra durability tests, and making sure these engines are bulletproof before handing them over to buyers. We don't have full specs yet, but what we do know is this. The new engines are designed to replace the current 5.3 and 6.2 units, with a focus on cleaner performance and more usable torque. Expect modern tweaks like improved cylinder heads, and potentially even some electrification support in the long run. Some buyers will always say, never buy the first year of a new engine. And sure, there's some logic in that. But let's be honest, most of those people already switched to Ram's Hemi or Ford's EcoBoost years ago. Fans of GM twins who stuck with the brand through the rough patches, they're ready. They've been waiting for this redemption arc, and the 2027 Sierra will finally give them something to brag about. Number 3. Fresh design. The Sierra we have today was launched in 2019. And by the time the 2027 model arrives, it will close the production cycle of the current generation. The timing works out perfectly because GM's full-size SUVs, the Tahoe and Suburban, have already shown off some of the company's latest styling direction. Expect the new Sierra to borrow cues from those rigs. Trucks don't have to be bricks anymore, and the automaker knows efficiency and aesthetics both matter to buyers. But the redesign isn't just skin deep. The new body will likely incorporate more aluminum and lightweight steel in key panels to shave off pounds without compromising durability. Less weight means better efficiency and performance, and it also makes the new V8 engines feel stronger under the hood. That's a win-win. Inside, don't be surprised if the truck takes things up a notch too. The Sierra has always been positioned as the more premium twin compared to the Silverado, and the redesign should further cement that difference. Better materials, quieter cabins, and a layout designed to support all the new tech. This is the kind of upgrade that makes a 2026 model instantly feel dated. Number 2. New infotainment system. GM has already announced that its upcoming vehicles will use the new Ultifi software platform, and the Sierra 1500 is high on the list to get it. Ultifi basically turns your truck into a rolling smartphone, capable of receiving over-the-air updates, downloading new features, and staying current for years instead of becoming outdated the moment you drive off the lot. For example, you buy a Sierra in 2027, and 3 years later, GM rolls out a software update that boosts efficiency with improved calibration or adds a new camera mode. That's where Ultifi shines. It keeps the truck evolving long after you've signed the paperwork. The best thing, you won't have to drive the pickup to the shop. No downtime. Of course, not every feature will make it to the entry trims. GM will save the fanciest versions for Denali and AT4X buyers. But even the base grades will benefit from a cleaner user interface and smoother performance compared to today's infotainment. Then there's Super Cruise, hands-free driving tech. It's already impressive, but by 2027, it'll be even more refined, covering more highways and delivering smoother transitions in real-world driving. Not every trucker wants self-driving features, but for long road trips or heavy towing, it's the kind of luxury that makes a difference. Number 1. Affordable pricing. Finally, the most important question: how much will it cost? Big redesigns and new engines usually mean big sticker shock. GM isn't shy about charging premium money for the Sierra lineup, and with nearly $1 billion sunk into this next-gen truck, the temptation to jack up the price is very real. But here's the catch: General Motors can't afford to play that game right now. The Sierra has lost ground to F-150 and Ram 1500 over the past few years. If GM wants the truck to win back old fans and lure new ones, they need to launch the 2027 model at a price that makes people think, wait, that's actually a good deal. This isn't about making all the money back in year one. It's about rebuilding trust. The company needs to position the 2027 Sierra as a truck that offers more value for the money than its rivals, and people will give it a shot. A new V8 without DFM headaches, fresh styling, cutting-edge tech, and a price that doesn't feel insulting. That's how you make people switch back from Ram or Ford. So, while the 2026 model might climb in price for incremental updates, the 2027 Sierra could actually be the smarter financial move. Sometimes patience pays off, and in this case, waiting one more year could mean getting a truck that's not only better, but also priced to win. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you next time.